Hey friends, happy Sunday. So last week I talked to you about discipline and shared my thoughts on the idea that discipline is not a punishment, but it is the ability to command yourself to do something and then actually do it. So if you think about it, discipline is what actually puts you in a driver's seat so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve. It puts you in control of it. So I challenged you last week to take 15 minutes every day to do something that will bring you a step closer to one of your personal goals or professional goals. So I'm interested to hear how that went. So if you wouldn't mind sharing in the comments below or in a private message, just let me know how that went. Did you take 15 minutes each day to do something toward one of your personal or professional goals? So today I want to talk to you a little bit about, I guess we'll say, perspective, how we see things. I'll be honest, this past week has been one of those weeks where the universe seems to throw everything it can at you. We've all had them, there were days I didn't know if I was looking up or down or whether I was coming or going. Um, Yesterday, a friend of mine asked me how my week went or how my week was. And my response, and I didn't really think about it, the thing that came out of my mouth was, it was a challenging week. Um, there was a pause in the conversation because they thought that was a very interesting way to phrase it. And, it made me really think about what I said. And I really reflected on it, since the conversation. And what I've thought about is that it's all about the perspective. I could have easily said I had a bad week. That's how many of us would respond to that. Um, but in all honesty, when you say that you've had a bad week, you're focusing on external things. You're focusing on things that have happened to you. Bad things have happened to me, and I can't control that. Um, what we're all about is really shifting that focus and realizing what we do have control over, and taking that control to make the life that we want to live. So by saying it was a challenging week, what I learned is that there has been a shift in my thought. And instead of saying I had a bad week, what I did was I looked at everything that happened, all the craziness, the hectic schedule, projects that were piling up, whatever was going on, and I faced it as a challenge. And if you think about a challenge, it is something that we face, it's something that we accept, but in the end, we figure it out. And in the end, we are stronger for going through the challenge. Whereas just saying, something bad happened, there is no growth there. So, changing the terminology from, having a bad week or a bad day to a challenging week or a challenging day, that is a shift in perspective that, can help you gain more control over what's going on in your life. And think about it. If you say you have a bad day, people show pity for you and people love when people pity them. And it kind of builds from there. So then we attract more of that to our lives. Whereas, if someone questions you about the being a challenging week, like, oh, that's a very interesting way to say it. It really makes you think about how you're approaching what's happening to you in your life and how you're looking at things. And it'll cause a shift in your action and your behavior and your attitude toward what's going on in your life. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. I know that probably went a little bit off topic, but just kind of share those thoughts with you and just challenge you as you face what life throws at you. Just think about your perspective, think about how you're looking at what's going on, and don't really think about bad things happening, because things happen to everyone, and it's really about the perspective that you bring to it. So keep that in mind as you're facing the challenges in life. They're all learning experiences, and you'll be a better person, for looking at it that way. So I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to y'all next Sunday. Bye.